Hey, what's up? This is TJP, and you're listening to the 3 Count Podcast.
Mama makes a new that she raised one. All of your hate won't change now.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, my name is Chaz Evans. I am the Don, and you are listening to the 3 Count Podcast. Introducing first, over here on my left, might not be your left when you're viewing this on YouTube, but it's my left. So he is the producer, ladies and gentlemen. He is the Red Dog. He is the landlord of the Dog Pound. He's my tag team partner. He's the man that runs the show. Because I don't do shit. I don't run shit. I just talk shit. That's why he's the producer. He's got a shirt out on ProWrestlingTees.com/3CountPod and a shirt on WhatAManeuver.net collections Red Dog. He is Clifford Red Dog Miller.
All right, one chip challenge catchphrase. Not mine, belongs to somebody else who's on this panel.
Mm-hmm. And introducing to my bottom left here on my screen, he is the man that is rocking my merch because he is a true friend. He is the shit talker. He is the producer's best friend. He's probably the producer's only friend till he met, me and the other person on this podcast. But hey, he is Lou, the franchise.
The chip challenge. I haven't taken a drink yet, and it's been almost 50 minutes. The champ is here. By the way, I am friends with Cliff and Chris Idol. Fuck the creator. I'm just kidding. You're my friend. I'm coming to your wedding, right?
I'm glad you feel that way. But anyway,
Everybody.
Introducing next, he is the swole one. He is the 48-time world heavyweight champion, Negro spiritual, civil rights movement activist, low-key leader of the free world. He is the racist killing, white person smacking, kiss stealing, wheeling, dealing, the nature boy wannabe, his royal swollenness himself, the Idol Master, Chris Idol.
Always happy to be here.
Alrighty, guys, that is the 3 Count Podcast. Hi, everyone. Thank you for everyone joining us here on YouTube. Thank you for listening on your favorite podcast fancy, whether that be Apple Podcasts, whether it be Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, all that in between. Wherever you like to get your podcast fancy on, go give us a nice review, all that jazz. So let's get to some announcements real quick. If you have not listened to any of the episodes that have been that came out with Now Entering the Ring, you need to go do that. You need to go stop this episode right now, go back into your episode list, and go listen to our wonderful, highly acclaimed, I'm going to start saying that next year, highly acclaimed. Now we just get an award so I can say highly acclaimed, award-winning podcast. Oh, and Damien Fatal has now came in with the run-in here at the 3 Count War Room. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 3 Count Podcast, Damien.
Yeah.
I said 5 o'clock, and I meant 5 o'clock. I was.
You can kiss my black ass too.
You are getting paid deduction.
Yeah, look, I'm working on nigga time. You lucky I even showed up at all.
What is that? What does that even mean?
That means always motherfucking late.
Oh man, love it. I love it. But yeah. So where was I at? I don't even know where I was going with that. Oh yes, announcements. So yeah,
our merch.
Oh yes, the merch. Thanks, Lou. So yeah, go buy our merch. If you like to support the 3 Count Podcast, and you're already doing that by tuning in on YouTube, listening to us on your on the podcast. But if you want to support us financially, how about you go buy our merch? 3 Count Podcast. We have a shop on Pro Wrestling Tees. ProWrestlingTees.com/the3CountPod. Go get yourself a shirt like this one. It's the OG crew. You know, you got the 4 OGs, the originators of the 3 Count Podcast, and we will be doing a live show, the OGs, on the 16th of December, right, Cliff?
18th.
18th, I was close.
Look at you.
Listen, it's been a long year. But on the 18th of December, the OG crew is going to have a special episode. We're just going to shoot the shit and talk about the whole year it's been, which is the 3 Count Podcast. We've grown very much in this first year. So definitely tune in for that. But also get yourself a Red Dog t-shirt. It has his, catchphrase, and insert whatever catchphrase he has for the day. Also get yourself a soon-to-be-released shirt featuring all of us and Anthony behind the guardrail where he should be. Cough.
Wow.
But
You're
anyway,
such a
ladies and
fucking
gentlemen.
mark.
You're the mark. You're wearing his shirt. Like, you over here calling him a mark, you wearing his t-shirt. What you
Oh, rip this. I'll fucking Hulk Hogan this right now. I am not afraid.
Yeah,
I
whatever.
already got your money. I don't care. At this point,
I'm gonna call you
got
Big
your
J
money.
now.
like, you can do that if you want. What after your money drops in my account, what did you do with that shirt is your business.
Good, because I can definitely do something. I can
Exactly, you disgusting sick freak.
I can make
Anyway.
your shirt look better.
Whatever. Anyway, let's get right down to business. It's now time for the Wednesday Night War Rundown. Okay, so here we go. AEW Wednesday Night Dynamite came in this week with 764,000 viewers, which is up from last week, 710,000 viewers. The 18 to 49 demographic was 0.30, which was 17th overall, which is up from 0.30, which was 56 last week. NXT brought in 632,000 viewers, which is up from last week, 610 viewers. The 18 to 49 demos was 0.16, which was 56 overall, which is up from last week's 0.14, which they were in 68th place last week. So the story's the same. AEW higher views, but let's look at the fact that both shows were fire shows. Both weeks. They both came in like really hot. Who you guys thought was the better show? Both shows went up in viewership, which is good. Always want more eyes on the product. But who had the better overall show this week? Start with the shit talker, then we'll go to his royal swollenness, then the producer, then the Dark Lord, and then I'm last.
So I thoroughly enjoyed AEW, but I think NXT had a better show.
Oh shit!
Oh man, Anthony, your check didn't clear this week.
I see that. Somebody's check didn't clear. Shit.
I love how he's got he's not commenting on it. He's like, no. He's like, you're not gonna get me. I love it.
Me and Tony gotta talk.
Me and Tony gotta talk.
I mean, listen. I mean, I get it. If he's got to pay Shaq, he probably didn't have money for you guys this week.
Yeah, probably did. I'd be upset if I was y'all.
Is it my turn?
It's your turn.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what show I watched and didn't watch.
You only watched one show.
Oh man! All right, and then who's next after Chris Idol?
Yo, so for me, I liked NXT better, but I think the main event line, like our last matches, I'd have to give it to AEW. But overall, I think NXT was definitely on top.
All righty, and now entering with the run into the 3 Count Podcast, Josh. So, Josh, you're doing the. You listen. You don't get to do your run-in with an entrance, Josh. You're not. You're still a mid-carder.
You're
not up there. You don't get to come on and still do your intro. So anyway, OG or not. Anyway, Josh, AEW, NXT. What you got?
AEW sucks.
Alrighty.
You don't even watch it. Shut up.
I don't need to watch it to know that it's terrible.
I don't know.
If you want to be an analyst, you need to watch both.
Yeah,
Okay?
I don't know, man. You
Guys.
can't say that. You can't say that, man, because I'm gonna tell you right now that Pat McAfee angle, like, bro, I'm in for it. Like, I 100% and I'm in for that whole thing. So you don't have to worry about it. You can tear your shirt off now, knowing that Pat McAfee is the top heel on NXT right now.
Haha.
I mean, I can't,
He
I
is.
can't argue that really.
He's doing a great job.
Yeah.
No, it's
So,
fact.
I give my point. So I gotta go with NXT as
Oh, you
well.
just skipped over me?
Oh,
Really?
Damien, I thought you went already.
Oh,
Yeah, no, eat my ass. You
I mean,
fucking
we
piece
already
of
know
shit.
you didn't watch AEW.
Your camera
I
on.
don't. You're right. I don't watch Planned Parenthood,
Yeah.
but NXT was.
That's
for
gotta
that.
be a shirt. We gotta give him a shirt next year, Damien. I don't watch Planned Parenthood.
Turn your camera on, Damien.
I'm getting my hair done. It looks like shit. No. Maybe after we stop recording, I'll show you what it looks like, and you'll understand why.
Hey, we'll stop the recorder right now.
No, I can see the record. I can see the record, man.
Oh, man.
I ain't
So, Damien,
stupid.
NXT.
Yes, NXT.
Alrighty, NXT. I gotta go with NXT as well. You hate to say it, but Pat McAfee literally is gold right now in NXT.
Yeah, yeah.
This whole little faction they got going on, I'm kind of digging it, and I kind of wanted to see them beat the crap out of Undisputed Era, even though I know it's gonna be the opposite way. But I would love to
It's
see
gonna
them.
be both ways. They got a nice squad.
But I would love to see
Yeah,
both.
really
Either
nice
way,
squad.
either way, I would love to see both teams beat the crap out of each other. But yeah, NXT had the better all show, even though with AEW, with you got Ratchet as I like to call it, Ratchet.
That was very, very ratchet. That's something that WCF would do.
Oh, did you watch that part?
I did.
Oh, so you did watch a little bit of the show. Okay.
I ain't watched shit.
That
I'm
was-
mad
that
that
was
I
very,
read
very
the fucking
ratchet.
results for full game.
I know we.
So,
I got to keep it real though. That opening segment was hot. I was in for it. I was like, I love
The
seeing
best
like,
work
as
Brandy
much as I
ever
didn't
did.
care. Like I'll be honest, the worst part of that whole opening segment was Cody. Like after that, I was in. I was all in for everything.
Alrighty, same. I enjoyed. Like I said, I enjoyed that segment. It was good though. So here we go. Let's get down to our debate topics. So, I guess in a shocking news this past weekend in the wrestling world, Zelina Vega was released from her contract, and it was not to some, I guess you want to say, controversy. So, Zelina Vega, as we know, WWE had their third-party ban, so Twitch and I think what else was Cameo, all those things. WWE would have to, pretty much they're doing their own thing because recently a job posting for superstars to help people with their Twitch accounts, a job opening was laid out. So here's the deal with Zelina Vega. So the real question is, was her being let go right? Like, is WWE on the petty side for doing this after the fact that she came out and said that she supports unionization, and also reports came out that she was she was talking to Andrew Yang, who is ready to go to war with WWE. So, everyone get their thoughts. So we'll start with Idol, then we'll go with JJ, Cliff, Damien, Lou, then me.
Okay. No, WWE is not on the petty side. I'm gonna tell you why. They sent out the documents about the third party, everything. They said, hey, you got this amount of time, shut it down, right? She didn't do that. In addition to not only not shutting down her third party, she signed up for another third party site when she started her OnlyFans. So she blatantly defied the order. So what probably happened is she probably had a conversation with them. They were like, listen, we want you to cut it. We want you to cut it out. She's like, well, I don't want to cut it out. Well, if you don't want to cut it out, then you have to leave. She's like, well, I don't want to leave, but if it comes down to that, that's fine. And they were probably like, okay, cool. Here's your release. That's probably how it went. Now, as far as her unionization tweet, I think she tweeted that out after she had already been given her release. Because, they get called or told in meetings, because it was a show day, so she probably was told in person while she was at where the fuck did they do that show? Where the fuck they were.
The Thunderdome?
Amway.
The Amway Center, that's
Yeah.
St. Cliff.
Yeah, the Thunderdome is not a real place.
Ah, that's a real place.
No, it's not.
That's
Yeah.
a real place.
No.
In Vince's mind, that's a real
Yeah.
place.
That's
Just like
real
the
place
place
for December 5th.
Yeah. I don't think her firing had so much to do with her supporting unionization as it did her openly defying this new policy. Because if that's the case, Paige would have got fired too, because she supports unionization. She's publicly supported it. So that's why I think it has to do with her openly defying the policy by getting another third-party account.
As the old saying goes, play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. Miss Zelina Vega, she knew what she was doing. As Idol has said, they were told, even though we may think it's unfair, we were told that third party ban, no mas, or we getting some of that income. Is it unfair? Yes, but they're the company, they're the employees. They're not independent contractors, they're employees. Let's keep it $1.50. So if you don't follow what the company tells you to do, you get fired. Simple as that. Now, if let's say, for example, Chaz, at his work, they told him to not do something, and he blatantly disobeys, what's going to happen to Chaz? The Don gets fired. He gets booted. Now she may have been the sacrificial lamb, but she's keeping up a good fight. But yeah, I think it's just mere coincidence at that point. So yeah.
Whose fucking man is this? Seriously. Who the fuck is this guy?
Right?
This motherfucker over here talking about play stupid game, win stupid prizes. Listen, I agree with Chris. WWE is not being petty, okay? They're not. It's just they came out with the rule. They said, hey, this is a new thing that we're doing. They try to force all their WWE employees to sign a new contract that says, hey, you're going to hand over all of your stuff. They said, certain people said, fine. They turned all their stuff over, except one, who then turned it over to her brother and sister-in-law and gave them control of her YouTube channel and her Twitch account and said, here, you guys run this as you guys want. Don't worry about it. We'll show up whenever, okay? And then she opened up an OnlyFans. Sure, maybe that was stupid of her, but it cost her job. But at the end of the day, WWE fired her, not because of the OnlyFans account that she did put on there, because that is, it was dumb on Zelina, even though she put it out as Thea Trinidad, her real name that the WWE does not own. They just own the name Zelina Vega. So she puts this out for her cosplay section that she wanted to do. Fine. WWE is not entitled to that money because it's not under Zelina Vega. It's just they're trying to show this idea that your likeness, your look that you have, we own. Except she has cosplay. She's doing other people. There's no way that they can say like that's her. Now, as far as our idiot friend here who keeps saying that she's playing stupid games and wins stupid prizes, that's a dumb fucking retort, man. She knew what she was doing. She was going to roll the dice, and she did it. So, and did it cost her? Sure, it cost her. But at the end of the day, like, WWE doesn't own the rights. Like, you signed these – like, it's crazy, man. So there's a story, and, Gaz, you'll feel it on this one too. There's a story about the man who had a farmer. He was a farmer, okay? He brought on a gentleman, and he said, hey, I'm going to pay you 2 pieces of gold for all the grapes that you can pick out of my vine, okay? Midday, he hires another person, right? And he says, I'm going to pay you 2 pieces of gold, and you can pick all the grapes out of my vineyard as well. The first guy came through and said, that's not fair. We've been here all day. And he told the guy, hey, listen, I didn't tell you that you couldn't argue for a better deal. You accepted that deal. The WWE handed this deal out originally and didn't say anything about third-party contact. But then they want to go back and change the rules and force the new employees to accept the new deal, which is not cool. Like, you signed them to this. They just because they found a loophole doesn't mean you have to all of a sudden close that loophole. You have to sign with the new guys now and push that new deal along. And I think that's wrong of WWE. But in the same token, it's Vince's company. He's going to do whatever he wants. He's going to force the guys to do because they are the biggest company. Let's be real. They're not necessarily the best company. They're just the biggest. They have the most money. So they can do what they want. But don't get it twisted. Like, Zelina is very much in her right to do. And I don't even, fuck that. Thea is very much in her right, doing whatever she wants to do. So, I don't know, man. To me, I just think it's dumb that WWE is going to be like, close it or we're going to cancel you. She can't cancel me. Well, nice. So, it is what it is. I mean, I respect Thea for what she did, and I hope that, you know, Andrew Yang.
Same. Like, I'm not mad at her.
Yeah, and now that Andrew Yang is in there, I want to see Andrew Yang try to get that loophole closed about independent contractors who are exclusive to WWE when you are an independent contractor. Like, I don't see them putting that deal out on Jonathan Coachman. Jonathan comes back all the time for WWE, but he's still able to go commentate for other organizations. So, like, what's the difference here?
Thanks again.
Damien?
All right, so first thing I'd like to say is, yo, Zelina, hit me up so I can get on your OnlyFans. Second.
She's not doing that on her OnlyFans. It's not.
We can start. We can start and make her some more money since she ain't got a job. So I'm just trying to help her out. Well, all right. Don't try to spit on my game. Anyway, what else I got to do with anything? I'm making my family money. Matter. So with that being said, I agree with Clifton and Idol. Like, yeah, it's kind of wrong what they did, but I get it. But it's like that thin line, you know what I mean? That like really thin line of what's right, what's wrong. So, I mean, it is what it is. Whatever rules she broke, that's the consequences that she's got to live with.
Anthony?
So, if she broke the rules, she broke the rules. That's it. You know the game. If your boss tells you don't do something, don't do it, right? Can we all agree?
Bingo.
Okay, so
Shut up.
here's my fucking rant about this shit. Is Vince McMahon is so fucking money hungry. He's like, you gotta come through me. You have to do it. I want everything. I want all control. Power. And you got it. In my eyes, in a lot of our eyes, you have to let everybody else go do their thing on their own personal time. Let them have their Twitches. Let them have their cameos. If not, you're gonna get a revolt. You're gonna get people that saying, "Fuck it, we're gonna leave," and you're gonna have to bring in more talent. But the thing is yes, you can build all these stars, but the stars that you have now are younger. Like, if they go somewhere else, their fan base might follow them. So, Vince McMahon, Justin said it a few weeks ago about Tony Khan. You need to go to Chris Benoit's house, noose around your fucking neck, put it to the rape machine, and hang himself. He hates Vince McMahon. Vincent Kennedy McMahon is a fucking douchebag.
Oh, absolutely. But all billionaires are douchebags.
Look, he's the supreme of douchebags, like the top of the fucking line.
And I want to be like him when I grow up.
Billionaire lives in D.C.
That is true.
All right. So before we get into Chaz's piece, right? I do want to say, because we're getting a lot of messages actually on the, I don't know if you guys are reading the chat or not, but we do have the point on here, right? She was fired because she had a different account. This is Amanda, by the way, saying this. And she thinks it is petty, right? And that turning it over to someone else is wrong. Like her personal account turning over to WWE. WWE is trying to have their clients turn everything over is just wrong. Just saying, regardless of the part, if it's wrestling or not. So, you know what I mean? Like, we are getting like a lot of traction on this story because it's true. Like, it's BS that someone is able to come through and take control. It's BS. They're just trying to control the people, and it's not fair. It's not all just a select few. She's not wrong.
No, that's true.
No. Now, I do think the policy is a little
Mute
bit
your mic.
but yeah, Damien.
Damien, your background is loud.
Thank you.
What were you saying,
No,
Chris?
like I was saying, like, I mean, yeah, the policy is petty, but
Garbage.
we all have jobs, and I'm sure we've all been at jobs where there was some rule that we thought was stupid as hell, but we still had to follow it because that was the rule. So unfortunately, dumb as it is, or as petty as we think it is, it's the rule that the boss created. So if you work there, you gotta follow it. And if you don't want to follow it, well then you like Anthony was saying, you run the risk of getting fired. Because I mean, think about it. The situation could have went either way.
Facts.
She took a stand. She either was gonna get fired, or they had said, you know what? Okay, maybe there's room to talk and negotiate. It could have went either way. She like Cliff said, she was rolling the dice. But I commend her for taking her stand. Like I'm not mad at her for it. Plus, she knew the risk.
Her husband's got the money too, so she's good.
Oh, that's also true.
But then again, he might be on his way out.
Aleister Black is about to jump.
Aleister Black might be on his way out. I mean, he might want to, he might want to defend his wife.
Well, no, he could. That's possible.
So,
but just because she left doesn't mean he has to or wants to.
Right.
That's true.
That is true. With Lana and Miro.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah.
So here's my point that I want to get to about this specific topic. So, well, it's not bad. Like I said, I think we're all in agreement on this. When there are rules, and rules are made, so they gotta be followed. She broke a rule.
Fuck the rules.
And then that's that's pretty much what she said, and then she got fired for it. I don't think I do agree. Like maybe it's not a bad thing that she wants to support unionization, and I do believe that there should be unionization, unionization, whatever that word is.
Yo, unions really do suck dick. Just to let y'all know.
Unionization.
That's
Words
why
are hard.
they're not getting it, because y'all wrestlers can't pronounce it.
Exactly.
Asking for shit you can't pronounce.
I'm just saying though, having a union isn't all what's cracked up to be. Just to let you know that. I've been
you can have that. You can have that opinion. Like, I'm not saying that, but I'm just thinking it could help. Especially with the fact that this independent contractor versus employee thing. I feel like a lot of this
job.
You know what? All it is just them giving away extra money to a bunch of people that are going to do nothing.
I mean,
here's my problem though, and I'm sorry, Chaz, we're going to let you finish your point after. Here's my problem though, right?
Yeah, I know everyone keeps interrupting me.
I know the WWE is a multi-billion-dollar industry taking money from their employees because they can't make that money themselves. Like that's what's crazy. Is that Zelina and all these guys all found a way to make extra money from their fans directly, and the WWE's like, no. Let me get some of this money too. We're gonna change the rules. You can't do that, so we're gonna take some of this cash too, and we're gonna put it against your downside guarantee. And that's the fucked up part. Like, no, you signed this contract and said, hey, we want to protect you. We're gonna protect yourselves. You're getting X amount of money for doing this, and whatever you do on your personal time is your time. Oh wait, no, you collecting money? Nah, let me get that too.
And okay, so that's a good. I'm taking this as a segue opportunity because that's perfect. Because you said, which is going to segue into our next topic. So we're going to go to our next topic because that was perfect. So, and especially think about what Cliff just said as far as this is the money that WWE can't make, and they got now all these superstars making more money than what they were pretty much. That's what Zelina Vega is reported. She was making more money off of doing her social stuff than she was really working, as whatever she was, as a terrible jobber.
Allegedly.
But,
That's what allegedly.
Yes, allegedly. But so
Uncle Dave said, so we have to take it with a grain of salt.
exactly, Uncle Dave said it. He lost his touch. Anyway, but so segue to that, WWE house shows. Recently, WWE has just made the decision that even when things do go back to, I guess, whatever the new normal is after the coronavirus pandemic, that even then when that happens, touring is going to be different. Like, house shows are dead, pretty much. So here's a take on that. Is this a good thing or is this a bad thing? Does this hurt WWE or is this just a way of them to hide behind under the third party ban? Since Cliff just made a good point about that. So we'll start with Cliff, and then we'll just go the normal order. Cliff, Idol, JJ, Lou, Damian, me.
Yeah, so I think this is a telling sign that WWE understands that because they were losing money anyway on their house shows, and they see that all the wrestlers are gaining money on the other side. It's a way for WWE to transfer that money over in an attempt. So that's why you're gonna start seeing it now, man, where like these superstars are gonna be required to have a Twitch account, to have a cameo, right? But the funny thing is that WWE actually has now their own agency. Like they have now made their own agency within Titan Tower to go out and find these opportunities for their wrestlers, and then they're gonna take a chunk of that money. So like, are you interested in Becky Lynch? Bet. Well, we're gonna send her this way, but we're gonna take a chunk of that money, and then you can pay her whatever she's gonna get. So they're trying to act like an agent now, but then they're going to make you go out and do other things too. So not only are you going to be doing pressers, but now you're going to be appearing on Twitch. You're going to be appearing on Cameo. Well, their Cameo. WWEO. I don't know if that's what they're going to call it, but I don't know. It's just crazy to see like they're literally taking their wrestlers and they're like, hey, we're going to job you out to all these other companies and you're going to go do it. And we're going to take a percentage of that. And then you're going to get this money, but it's going to count towards your guarantee because we can't run house shows anymore. So more TV time for you, but you're going to give us more money too in the same end. Like, it's wild to me that they're going to take, and they're probably going to take like, 10% because that's what a standard agency takes. And that's what Vince will do. That he'll do like, well, we're a bigger industry, so we'll take 30%. I don't know.
Hell no.
At the end of the day, man, it's whatever WWE's going to call, man. So they're going to find ways to market their guys out, and they're going to take the money from them and then try to build up their money, especially right now where it's their biggest profit gain of the company's history, and they're still releasing people out of their contracts. It's very crazy to me that they're sitting there trying to act like they have all this and they're not. They're hemorrhaging money. So it's weird to see them want to take everybody else's money because they can't make it on their own.
Idol.
Okay, so the live event business was already dying.
That's facts.
I think they were already going to kill it off. They make more money producing Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and any other TV show they do than they do from the live event. So I think the live event business was going to go away eventually anyway. I think coronavirus just sped it up. It's maybe sped it up maybe about 3 years, let's say. It sped it up by 3 years because they weren't selling out arenas anymore. It was costing them, I don't know how much they were losing every time they went out and did a house show, but I'm sure they were losing some kind of money. So pandemic hits. So now they're not spending all that money on all these buildings across the country, sending the trucks and the crews. So they're saving all this money. So I understand where the releases come into play. If you're not doing as many shows, if you're not on the road doing as many shows, you don't need as many wrestlers suddenly. So you got to get rid of them. Same thing, like they pretty much got rid of the whole live events department, which I understand because their jobs are now obsolete. You're paying them to do nothing. As far as the third party ban is like, okay, well, while they weren't making as much money off of live events, that's still a revenue stream that's gone now. So what can they do So it's like, okay, if you lose a revenue stream, you got to make up for it. How do you make up for it? You see this, all this third party stuff. Everyone's doing stuff on the internet. So why wouldn't they want to get in on it? So it makes sense. And if they want to get in on it, so let's say I'm Vince McMahon, and I want to set up the WWE version of whatever. What did you say it was, Cliff? WWEO? Is that what you called it? Yeah. All right, so let's say I set up a WWEO. And let's say, since we've already
Oh my God, we just gave that to Vince for free, bro. We are so dumb. He's really going to do this now.
So let's say, right. So let's say, all right, so on WWEO, we got Zelina Vega right there, right? Since we've already been talking about it, I'll use her as an example. But she's got her own cameo as Thea Trinidad that she's making money off of. So as a consumer, I can just go directly to Thea Trinidad. I don't need to do the WWE way and book Zelina Vega, when I can just go straight to Thea Trinidad. And that's what Vince and his corporate people were probably mentioning to him. That's probably how this third party thing got mentioned. They're like, well, if this is something we want to get into, we got to stop them from doing it on their own, because why would they come to us to do it when they could just go straight to them to do it? So how do you solve that? Well, you eliminate it for them, so they have to do it through you. It's that ugly, nasty side of business that exists, but everyone hates. Us regular people hate it, but I mean, this is how billionaire companies become billionaire companies. Like, billionaire companies are not nice. Like, you don't become a billionaire you have to be greedy, basically, to become a billionaire. You have to be greedy, because if you're not greedy, you're not gonna become a billionaire. Every billionaire is greedy, even the nicest one. I don't know who the nicest one is, but you have to be greedy. Like, for God's sakes, Oprah has a magazine and she's on the cover every month of her own goddamn magazine.
Oprah put her name on everything to let people know, like, who she is.
Yeah. And listen, support the black woman. Support the black woman.
I just said she.
I'm not saying.
Yo, fuck Oprah.
I'm not saying it's wrong, because it's not my
Fuck
decision.
that fat bitch.
It's not my decision to say what's right or wrong. I'm just saying that being greedy is just a trait you have to have in order to be a billionaire. I don't think you're going to find a billionaire that isn't greedy in some kind of way.
Facts.
You know what's crazy?
Especially in Vince's case. He became the juggernaut that he is by essentially demolishing the wrestling industry as it was and rebuilding it the way he saw fit. That's how he became number one. So I expect this kind of stuff from him. Like, these are the business tactics that got him number one and kept him number one, and they're probably going to continue to keep him number one.
Do you know what's crazy? I have to get this off my chest because I literally just had this idea pop in my head.
Well, go ahead, Cliff. Yeah,
if WWE is having trouble with having people invest in their superstars, right?
Uh-huh.
Why not take? God, we're gonna get this up, and I know that W is gonna run with this.
Don't say it.
Shut up! I'm saying it anyway. So
he might make things better for them.
Right.
So
what happens
For
if
free.
All right, check this out. What if we take 6 superstars, right? Like on a Sunday night, right? And we have people vote on those 6 superstars, right? So pick whoever you want. I don't really care. All right. Yeah. So we pick out 6, right? And then and this is crazy, right? Hear me out. WWE charges 50 cents, right, on Wednesday nights or Thursday. We'll say Thursday nights. Thursday nights, right? They charge 50 cents on like the WWE network, right, to run that match. We're talking 15-minute, 10-minute match, 15-minute match, 50 cents, right? But then you get to see what superstars are hot based on how people are voting, and they can run another match. So let's say, you put Otis, you put Drew, and you put like, Rey Mysterio, and then you go Seth, you go, Roman or somebody else. You run that match, and you just test the waters and see who's hot. And then you can literally watch people's rank goes up. Because then, think about it, that's another way for I don't know why I'm trying to help them. There's another way for WWE.
Me neither.
To get that money up, right? But then you can
the
also
right thing to do
and see who's hot. You know what I mean? You can run that.
No, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah, no, I got.
That's not a bad idea.
All right, Josh, take the point.
Okay, honestly, I was gonna basically say what Idol was saying, so like I don't want to like rehash or retalk his talking points to an extent. So basically, businesses are greedy. Jeff Bezos is greedy. Bill Gates is greedy. Sony PlayStation is greedy.
Sony PlayStation. That's not even a name.
I know. I'm just talking in general. I'm being
You list out 3 people in a corporation. I don't get.
You did. Just because you don't know how to pronounce that nigga's name, ain't it?
Okay.
I figured it out.
At least I
Don't
wasn't
worry,
going to
I'll-
embarrass myself on air, okay?
Don't worry, I don't know
Listen,
that
I have
nigga's
no
name
problem
either.
embarrassing myself. Words are hard. I've said that for like 7 years now. Words are hard.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
that nigga's
basically,
name
companies
either.
are greedy. I understand that they're trying to make back that money, but like in a way, it's really, really petty on how they're treating their employees. But at the same time, you're the company. You can do you can do whatever you want, basically.
True. Anthony.
I'm just gonna stay quiet. Fuck this.
I didn't even say, fuck this. No, I hate it. Just like all their live shows and they're canceling. I hate it because sometimes when they come through, it's a chance for us in Lincoln, Nebraska, that don't get any opportunity to go to their shows and see them live. And now we're kind of not being able to do that, which I would go to a WWE show, even though and talk shit about them. I'd go because I'm a wrestling fan. Now I don't get that opportunity maybe one time a year when they start going again.
Oh, that's it? Oh, wow. I thought you had more. I was like, okay.
Vince
Anyway.
McMahon needs to go to Chris Benoit's house, grab
All right. Okay.
All right.
All righty.
It's not as funny the second time, Anthony.
It's always funny, Chris.
It's like the Uso joke.
I know, right?
The same stripper 2 times in a row. It's not as good as the first time.
You know what that is?
Right, Josh. Like, you don't even what? Shut up. Anyway,
What
Damien.
library have you been to?
Right.
Right?
Jeez. Go ahead, Damien.
Oh, what was the question again?
The house show business.
Oh. If it's tanking, get rid of that shit. It's good. Man, save that money. Well, fuck them niggas. They lucky they got jobs. Yeah, you got Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, and all that, and pay-per-views. They be alright. Fuck them house shows.
All right. So here's my take on. So I gotta agree as far as the house show, pretty much business, because like Isla has said, the house show business was already declining, probably even before the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
I can remember clearly the last house show I've been to was normally WWE comes to Baltimore, probably like around Christmas time. It's always like around Christmas time.
Yeah.
They do their little holiday tour special. So they come here every year. And
Yeah.
I went to one of those house shows. What year was that? That was, I gotta say.
2016.
Thank you, 2016. It was so long ago. And it was the arena downtown, and I can tell you it wasn't even halfway packed. And so we're looking at, that was only, let's see, that was 5 years ago, four something like that, around almost 5 years ago. We're looking at a major town, Baltimore, major wrestling city, and a house show can barely even, pack the house halfway. So, like Damien said, in layman's term, if it ain't working, get rid of it. Like, they're not making money. Like Justin said, they're probably losing money from booking all these venues. And
they are.
And their crew down there. So yeah, house show, honestly, shows should have been dead. I'll give credit to Tony Khan on this point. They said they weren't doing house shows from the jump because it was a failing business. He said it already earlier last year. So
fuck Tony Khan too.
Yeah, say what you say, but he was kind of right on that point. But and it's also like to move back into the first topic. This is them taking the third party ban. It makes sense. The money that they could be making off of house shows is now going to come from, at least something, a percentage is going to come from the third party ban, which is all these like your Twitch, your Cameo, all that stuff. So it makes sense. Business move. Yeah, they're greedy. So you got to be greedy to become a billionaire. So while we are here, we're going to take a brief pause and want to thank everybody who was on our live stream on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. Cliff, how is the chat going?
So yeah, we have a lot of people with their thing, with like a lot of opinions. It's crazy. A lot of people saying that, that one of our people have to take off their sunglasses. I won't mention any names.
Fuck their opinion.
That could be.
We also have someone up here talk about the 3-man band is the greatest of all time. Thanks for the troll.
I'm a 3-man band.
It's weird. It's weird.
Two of the 3 members of the 3-man band won the WWE title.
I don't know.
That's what I was saying. 2 to 3.
I don't know who this guy is, but he's also like saying hi, Vince McMahon, and I'm like,
Chris Manning.
So also, I don't know.
Shout out to Chris Manning, the Manning Circle. Sorry.
Also, here's another one too, right? Amanda says, "Well, I'm sorry for those tickets were stupid expensive too. For what?" And she's not wrong. They were kind of expensive. But the crazy thing is what we didn't talk about.
What tickets were expensive?
Some of those tickets get expensive. Let's be real.
Yes, I will say that. Yes,
I was.
Yes, house shows. Yes, depending on what tour it was. Yes.
Let me tell
you got them. It depends on when you got them.
That's also true when you got them as well, and where. Because I do know the WrestleMania Revenge Tour, those house shows are expensive, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, like, I know when we went to NXT Bel Air a couple years ago, Kira and I, we paid $30 for 2 tickets, right? So 15 a piece. But that was for, like, the upper rows in Bel Air, Maryland, down towards the bottom to be, like, on camera. Like, those were, like, $60, $70 tickets. And when we went there was not a lot of people on those seats. They actually told us, like, hey, guys, just go ahead and move down towards the bottom. That way you can be on. I was like, nah, we cool up here. We can get away from everybody.
losers.
I was practicing social distancing before it was cool.
That's good. Let them know.
So,
I've always done that.
I am taking a detour because we do have now, we got, if I had the pencil, that is our next thing on the list. But I want to hit your
Wow, he can't even say it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then
Wow.
Everybody, because they can't say unionization. Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
The fuck?
We trying to
Crazy.
get power rankings? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, you're very loosely.
Unionization.
This is how you know he's lying. He says it's his favorite segment every week, but he couldn't remember what it was called.
It's because to be real, like, not to make fun of him, but to make fun of him, it's because normally I have this name down here, right? And it says Red Dog. And he was looking at the name and he was gonna say the producer's power rankings.
I was.
Okay.
Imagine caught that. Because I was like, Red Dog's power rankings. And I see the producer, and it was like, that's not.
Unionization.
All right.
Words are hard. Leave me alone.
My phone is actually
GD.
funny right now, so give me a second before I pull up the rankings, because once my phone does its stupid home screen reset, then I can do the power rankings. But we do have 2 power rankings we gotta do because we did miss last week because we were running short on time. Because let's be real, we had.
Can we do the intro to the power rankings?
I mean, the two guys that do the intro are right there. I mean, it's not me.
Yeah. So how about you do them?
No, we can do the awkward silence for it. Hold on.
Yeah.
I like the awkward silence.
Wait. Hold on. If we're gonna do this right, we gotta do this right. You ready, Josh? All right. A 1, a 2, a 1.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Danger zone.
Oh, wow. Okay, now it's getting too crazy. All right. So let's get into this, right? So we did have the power rankings from last week. This was starting for November 9th. I want to jump right into our honorable mention, which is a
guitar solo.
Hands out. So our rarely handed out category for honorable mention, I did want to mention it because this match was fired. I needed it to be done. Tony Storm is our honorable mention, as well as Matt Hardy, because I'm going to be honest, you guys shit on it. I said it was a dud last week, but to be honest, it was kind of entertaining for some of the part. I gave it to Matt Hardy, though, because I thought the match was a little entertaining. So they're on the honorable mention. So let's get into our number 10. Number 10 for last week. Tommaso Ciampa was definitely on fire. I was definitely excited. Number 9. We got to give it up because this match was definitely kind of crazy. It was all over the place, but it was a lot of fun to watch. Gun Club and Cody make this list. Number 8. Let's be real. I keep talking about his matches, and I keep saying that I've been finding him kind of boring as champion, but I have to be honest, like his matches are steady. So Jon Moxley makes this list at number 8. Number 7, got to give it up to your new AEW Tag Team Champions.
Boo.
Yeah, boo away. So next on our list after that, we do have number 6 moving in with Braun Strowman. Fun match. I was all about it. Number 5, it's the only business that matters, the Hurt Business. Number 4, we got to give it up because let's be real, she was fire. She's always been fire. I definitely dig every time that I see her on the show. Give it up for your SmackDown Women's Champion, Sasha Banks. So number 3, so I did include number 7 as the Young Bucks because of their match that they had with Private Party. But moving forward, this match let's be real, man, it was the best tag team match of the night. So we have to give the Young Bucks. I gave them the 3rd spot as well because really, if I could have, I would just put FTR in there as well. So FTR and Young Bucks, but I always put on the winners. Number 2, let's talk about. It was hard for me to kind of put this together, right? But both these matches that are going to be number 1 and 2 came from Full Gear, but they're interchangeable, right? And I explain. So number 2 for me was Darby Allin. I thought his match with Cody was phenomenal. I thought they had a great match. I thought it was a lot of fun, told a great story, made you ride an emotional roller coaster. However, the number 1 match with Kenny Omega and Hangman Page, I found myself invested in really quickly because of all the stuff that was being told about them and the story that was kind of built in like a small time, but in like a good time. You know what I mean? So I rode with it. I thought it was good. And I really like the fact that the guy won. So Kenny Omega has the top spot for this week. Now we're going to move on to number 15, November 15th, right? So number 10, we're going to start this off. It is a tie once again. Tay Conti had a great match. However, the person she's tied with had a better match. And I say a better match because, let's be real, Johnny Gargano is cursed. He loses all of his titles on his first defense. So Leon Ruff actually makes this list. I said it. Leon Ruff made this list. Yeah. So we're going to move on to number 9. Let's give it up. I like the story that's being told right now, especially the match that he had with Scorpio Sky. So Sean Spears, you're on this list. I definitely like seeing it. Number 8, this was a match that I didn't know how I felt about it, but I thought was great. So we're going to move into the Impact Zone and give Chris Sabian the what's up, sitting at number 8, because his match was really great. Number 7, this was also interesting in itself, man, because I had this match going one way. It swerved me just because the way it ended. Timothy Thatcher looked phenomenal in his match. Number 6, I thought this was like, as far as fast-paced action goes, TJP was holding it down. I thought this match was also really good. But Rohit Raju came out on top. So definitely, man, he was the MVP for this match. So give it up to him. Number 5. I didn't really understand what the whole point of this match was as far as like the stipulation went, because it was just a match with just a bunch of farm equipment around it. And yeah, it was weird. But nevertheless, they told a good story. There was, I don't know how much color was actually needed for the show, especially this match. But the Natural Nightmares moving at number 5. So we're going to go to number 4. Let's be real. Anytime you put these two in a ring together, it's always going to be fire. Penta Zero, let's go, right? So, number 3. This by far was probably one of my favorite match. It was my favorite match of like pretty much of Wednesday Night Wars. But Santos Escobar, man, oh bruh, those guys put down a match, and I was definitely excited to watch what was going on. So number 2, what does this mean for number 2? Number 2 was our opening match for Raw. If you guys remember, it started off with Elias, Jeff Hardy, and the man who would end up winning and being your new member on the Raw team, Matt Riddle. Don't say Riddle. I know it is, okay? But yeah, so Riddle made number 2. So that would leave one spot. So there was only one other match I felt like was necessary on here. It was a great comedic match, tag team with a special guest referee, that special guest referee being AJ Styles. He did his job and to not overshadow the other competitors in the match, but I thought the match itself was also really, really good. Really well produced, and it had a great story to it. So Uncle Keith Lee, Mr. Matt Riddle, y'all make the number 1 list. So there we are.
Boo.
Okay. I like it. All right. So, we got to get to our If I Had the Pencil. So, let's get started. We're going to play everyone's favorite game, If I Had the Pencil. So, If I Had the Pencil challenge, the winner will be announced in, let's see here, 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks. We will find out who wins If I Had the Pencil. I will not be doing any more updates on your scores until the 29th.
Damn it.
So you all have to wait in suspense and see who gets the golden pencil. So let's get started. We got to do this for Survivor Series, November's annual traditional pay-per-view. So here.
Is this the one where SmackDown or Raw meet in direct competition?
Yes, it is that one.
The only night?
Yes, that night.
Oh. So what was Friday night?
Exactly. So with that being said,
Let's see, that wasn't direct competition.
Well, before we do this, let's get into this, Cliff. Let's do this. Monday, SmackDown's going to invade Raw, per usual. And then Friday, again, Raw's going to invade SmackDown, per usual.
So where does NXT fit in all of this?
They don't.
They don't. They're at the Capitol Wrestling Center.
Underdome.
Gotta keep them fuckers away from each other. Like spread diseases.
Did y'all hear about that rumor that the reason why NXT wasn't involved in this turnaround was because they've been losing all the ratings to AEW, so Vince was like, don't even put them on my show.
I read the headline. I didn't read it because I was like, that's asinine.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That's funny. I mean, that probably did play some kind of factor into it, but I don't think that was the reason.
I was like, whatever.
Well, I mean, well, think about it. They put him over heavy last year at Survivor Series, and it pretty much didn't do anything for NXT's ratings. So why do it again?
Well, remember, and that was that when that happened, when they were mixing them up, right? NXT beat AEW like 3 weeks in a row, and would and hold it steady. And then the next week, they were like, all right, Raw, NXT, SmackDown, no mention of what happened at Survivor Series. And everybody was like, cool, Dynamite. They're equally with us, but they're the underleague.
Hold on, but those 3 weeks, they teased that someone from Raw or SmackDown was going to show up on NXT, which also led to those bumps. Don't forget that.
Right.
Duh.
I said, don't forget
That's
that.
the only way NXT can beat them.
Oh, here we're not getting into that. We're not doing that.
That's not true.
It's true.
No, it's not because they beat them. They beat them in weeks.
They beat them in Halloween Havoc. Congratulations. A pay-per-view.
Mouth.
Well, to be fair, like,
What?
and I agree with them. Like, no, because the 3 weeks that they won in a row, yes, they teased big talent coming to NXT. However, what's the record anyway between the two?
Yeah, what's that record?
It's a lot to a
Fuck
little, but
Planned Parenthood.
those wins that NXT have was because of their talent. Their talent was able to beat them. Even recently, I mean, they had Halloween Havoc. Didn't NXT win Halloween Havoc?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't remember
Because of a
anything.
pay-per-view.
It wasn't a.
That wasn't a pay-per-view.
Halloween
It was a
Havoc is
show.
a pay-per-view. You
For
Yeah,
WCW.
it was, but it was just
For
a regular
WCW.
episode of NXT. It was just a themed show.
It was a theme.
Yeah.
It was,
That's it.
yeah. Halloween Havoc was no different than the AEW anniversary show. It's just
Exactly.
a special edition.
Right.
You didn't have to pay anything. You didn't pay extra.
No, none of y'all pay to watch it on the network. I'm the one that does.
Oh, my God.
That's
Hey,
not true.
next
I have my
subject.
own
I
network.
pay. How dare you?
Vince gets my $9.99 every month. I don't know about you.
Every month he gets it from me religiously.
Yeah. I even subscribed to Impact service. I've got one of those too.
you still have that?
Look at that.
Hey, yo, pass that info this way.
I'm about to say, yeah.
I'll give you my WWE if you give me your.
Wow. All right. Hey, you know what? We can't talk about trading right now. We're still on the air. Let's go into.
Oh yes, yeah, we are on the air, aren't we?
we all are good Americans. We pay.
All pay for it.
I
All
don't pay for
network.
shit.
All right, Survivor Series. If I had the pencil, Cliff, are you the scribe for this one for me, please? Yes, wonderful. Thank you. Here we go. So, like I said, Raw versus SmackDown. No NXT, so we're not going to see a bunch of triple threat matches this time. So, here
SmackDown winning it all. That's my pick.
Wow. Okay.
Easy. Damien's done.
Okay. So, anyway, I was going to do that first, but okay, Damien, SmackDown. Anthony, who you got? SmackDown or Raw? Who's winning tonight?
Yes.
Ty?
Did he say a tie?
Listen, I was
Get
about
out.
to say, I'd be mad if they do that. But anyway, JJ, SmackDown or Raw?
You're an ECW.
All righty. You're funny. That was good. That was good.
ECW.
That was good.
ECW.
Featuring
That was
ECW. I like that. Go ahead. The SmackDown versus Raw.
Featuring ECW 2008.
Okay, cool. You're going with ECW. Put that down there, Cliff.
Okay.
ECW.
That's a win for us.
Wait, no, all right. Realistically, I'm going SmackDown.
No, I already wrote down ECW. It's too late.
Yeah, too late, man. Too
ECW
late.
2008. At that, I put 08 at the end.
If you take your glasses off for the rest of the show, we'll change it.
He's got to think about that. So, Idol, what do you got? SmackDown versus Raw.
He says
I'm going with, as much as it pains me, I think I'm going to go Raw on this one.
All right.
I don't mean your friendship have changed.
Oh, the Raw needs the rub. They're
I was just about to
struggling.
say the same
Raw.
thing because, Cliff, you can write my pick down here. I've been Team Blue since 2004,
Same.
and I
Hey,
would
actually-
never go against the grain. So I'm going SmackDown, even though I
Can I
don't.
change
even
mine and
though
go
I believe Raw needs.
Daz,
Yes,
you're my,
AJ is
you're
on
my,
Raw. He's a
your
team
first
captain,
best friend now.
but I bleed blue.
Can I go Raw? Can I change?
Yeah, fine. All right. I'll change yours to Raw, and JJ, you can go fuck yourself.
Wow.
Cliff, who you got?
Wow.
I'm taking SmackDown.
All right, take SmackDown. All righty, cool. So moving on to the WWE Universal Champion versus the WWE Champion. We got Randy Orton versus Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief. I got the Tribal Chief. Shit talker.
The
who you got?
tribal.
Okay, Damien. Damien has tribal. Anthony.
I got a Jay Uso's cousin.
All righty, Jey Uso's cousin. JJ.
Big Daddy Roman.
Big Daddy Roman. You already know the deal. Chris Idol.
Yeah, I'm going Roman.
Aha, Roman. Come on, Cliff.
All right, so let's be real. Let's call it like what it is, okay? It's going to be World Heavyweight Champion versus Roman, right? Because we don't know what's going to happen Monday night. I'm going to take Roman. However, I expect this match to end in a DQ.
Okay.
Yeah, All of us are going Roman.
Yep. All righty, here we go. We're going to the traditional men's Survivor Series match. Here we go. We got Team Raw featuring Keith Lee, AJ Styles, Sheamus, Braun Strowman, and Riddle versus Team SmackDown, Kevin Owens, Jey Uso, King Corbin, Seth Rollins, and who's the other person? Or we still? Oh yeah, we don't have them yet. So, yeah, who you guys got? Anthony.
Keith Lee's gonna win it.
Keith Lee. Damian.
All right, Raw's got like that stacked men's team.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with SmackDown.
Going with.
That was a good one, man.
That was good. And that's not and the funny thing is though, that's not a bad reasoning. Not a bad reasoning at all to pick SmackDown. That's probably the most perfect reason. Yeah, the Raw stacks. JJ.
I feel like it's either going to be Uncle Keith that wins it for Raw. Honestly.
Okay. Idol.
Yeah, I'm going with Raw. I can't support a team that's got King Corbin on it. That man, shit.
I can understand that.
Cliff, who you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I gotta go with Raw.
Yeah, same. I gotta go with Raw as well. I mean, when you got a team captain like AJ Styles, you can never go wrong. And of course,
Fuck AJ.
You know what? You can say that is your opinion, but it doesn't, have any fact of the matter that AJ Styles is still the best wrestler in the world. So,
Can wrestle this shit.
Not according to PWI.
I was gonna say it too.
PWI is just one source. But here on the 3 Count Podcast, the 3 Count Podcast
source.
official statement is that AJ
No, we
Styles is the best wrestler in
we
the world.
do not agree with you.
That's not the point. It's still my show. And I can say,
Official
Well, wait a
statement.
minute. Actually, that's a
The
great point.
debate
Actually,
show
no.
is your
Hold
show,
on,
not the
hold on.
3 Count Podcast. The debate show is your show.
Stop. That's a great point. So you say AJ Styles the best wrestler currently, right?
yes.
Okay. Anthony, who's your pick?
John Moxley.
Okay. Idol, who's your pick?
I would have to agree with Chaz. I would say AJ.
Okay. JJ, who's your pick?
AJ.
Okay. Damien, who's your pick?
What, the greatest wrestler right now?
Yeah.
In the world.
Yeah, right now.
As much as I just shitted on him, I kind of have to agree, actually.
Me too. AJ.
Fuck.
All right. So
Yeah.
with that being said, from this medium, the 3 Count Podcast states that AJ Styles is still the best wrestler in the world.
He can
Moving
still
on,
juggle my
6
balls.
people said that.
moving
still
on
juggle
to
my
the
balls,
women.
Chaz actually thinks Tamina is.
I actually think you about to call me. I was so ready to rant. I can't even say her name right. I was so ready. That's a sign saying I don't need to rant. So moving on to the women's Survivor Series match. Team Raw featuring Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, Mandy Rose, Dana Brooke, and Lana versus Team SmackDown. Bianca Belair, Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, and they're still to be decided. So, who we got? Raw, SmackDown, go. Cliff.
I'm taking SmackDown.
Take it SmackDown. Chris Idol.
Got this funny feeling. I feel like it's going to be Raw.
Got it. Raw, Damien. Who's your pick? Then your background is too loud as well.
Look, I got children. Y'all shut the fuck up so I can finish this podcast, damn it.
Yeah, we're all gonna get spanked.
And yeah, I said that to my kids. If anybody got a problem about it in the comments, eat my ass and mine. Anyway, shut the hell up. Where am I? See, the fact that Lana and Dana Brooke were on Raw, I'm going to go with SmackDown.
Okay.
That's the only reason.
AJ, who you got?
You know what? I have this funny feeling. Lana's gonna win it.
That's how I was feeling.
Bro,
I got this
I
weird
think she is
Bro.
too. I do too. She's going to win it all.
But the payoff of getting get tables for 2 months now.
Yeah.
It has to pay off, or WWE is just really stupid.
Just like wood.
Oh no, they just don't like Lana.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Miro.
Oh, Jesus. All
But
right.
literally,
Anthony, who's your
Lana's
pick?
gonna win it. I'm
Who's
so
my pick?
Yeah.
So I think since there's
Brady, you're
just
friendly.
in SmackDown, I think one of them is going to be Tamina, and SmackDown's going to win.
Tamina's gonna be the first one eliminated.
All right, Chaz, who you got?
I got Team SmackDown.
It's because Tamina's going to be on that team, right?
No, it's not.
You know what I think is going to be funny? I think it's going to be Lana, like, costing Nia Jax to get
Exactly.
out.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tamina is going to be also, like, in that, like, she's out at the 10, like, at the 10 count. So, like, her and Nia are going to be out because
Oh
of
my
that.
God, Cliff, you scared me. I thought you were going to say the match was going to come down to Lana and Tamina. I was about to say, oh my God.
Yo, wait.
The best super kick's
wait,
going to win.
Horrible.
That's a thing? That's a possibility? Yo, I you know what? That is a possibility. Let that
That
be
is
a
a
thing.
The best super kick in the world is going to win.
Oh
Just
my
know-
God, I don't.
In
that-
some alternate reality, that is a thing. That is a match that could happen.
Yeah, it's some
That
alternate
is a
Yes,
match
I love you,
that could
buddy.
Women's championship match for WrestleMania.
Lana versus Tamina, the main event of WrestleMania next year.
All right, Chaz.
That's when I do the hashtag cancel my WWE network. That's when I get in on that one.
Ah, good crap! Ah.
Absolutely not.
Ah,
Anyway, moving on. So we got the women's champions going at. We got Sasha Banks, the SmackDown Women's Champion, versus Asuka, the Raw Women's Champion. Who we got? Cliff.
God, man, I'm gonna go with Asuka.
Going with Asuka. Okay. Idol.
I know, right?
I'm gonna go with Asuka as well.
All right, Anthony. Jeez, man.
Can I go double count out?
This is a hard one.
It's a hard one. It really is.
Right count out. You can, yeah.
But, like, does Bailey come back and ruin it?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
See, that's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking. I'm thinking like somebody's gonna cost Sasha the match.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah,
I was thinking Carmella was gonna do it. Was gonna cost her the match.
So, Cliff, write him down for like, what's that? No. Yeah, write him down.
Asuka.
Hey, Oscar, yeah.
Okay.
Oscar. So, all right, JJ. I know you're choosing Sasha. You would never choose anything over Sasha. Anyway, Damien.
Sasha ain't ready for Asuka.
Oh, buddy, I like that. I gotta go with Oscar. Yeah, I'm on the same wavelength as Anthony and Idol. I'm thinking either Carmella. I was thinking Carmella, but could put Bailey in that spot as well. So, yeah, we shall see. Moving on, we got the tag team match, player. We got the purely chocolafied tag team match here at Survivor Series. We got the New Day, which is your Raw Tag Team Champions, and we got the Street Profits, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, and they're going to have a wrestling match. So, who you got? Go ahead, Cliff. Who you got, Cliff?
I'm gonna take the Raw champions. And you know what, man? It's tough because Monday night hasn't happened yet, and I'm really curious about the hurt, because the hurt business and New Day match.
Yeah.
I'm very curious about because here's my reason why. Right, if the New Day win, the New Day will win out at SmackDown at Survivor Series. But if the Hurt Business wins, I have a real strong feeling that the Street Profits are going to win at Survivor Series. And it kind of comes down to that matchup. And that's why I'm waiting to see, because I would I'm gonna go with the. Oh, shit, man. I'm just gonna go with the New Day with that contingency because I know that's a possibility because it's not like we haven't seen championships flip before the
True.
week
Yeah.
of the event. So that's why
Yeah.
I'm nervous about picking somebody. So I'm gonna go with the New Day, but I'm also gonna go say if the Hurt Business wins, I'm going with the Street Profits.
Okay.
Actually,
Who you got?
can I
Ivan?
go next?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. I'm going to kind of base it off of what Cliff says. I think if New Day retains, the Street Profits are going to win at Survivor Series. However, I think if the Hurt Business beats New Day on tomorrow, I think the Hurt Business is going to go over at Survivor Series.
Anthony? I like how you did that. So, Anthony, vote for Street Profits.
We want the smoke. We want the smoke.
Well,
Wow. Don't ever do that ever again. Just don't ever do that again. But anyway, he got to vote for the Street Profits. Damien, who you got?
Voting for the niggas.
Which ones?
Hey, I just said it.
No,
Hey,
seriously.
That's my pick.
All right, so that's a pick for the Street Profits.
Yeah, because they the niggas.
I kind of figured that's where you were going with that. JJ had to step out, but he sent me his pick for this one, and it is the New Day. So, yeah, you can give him that. He's probably on the toilet. So, here we go. Moving on, we got Bobby Lashley versus.
What'd you pick?
I picked the the Profits, Street Profits.
well, you didn't say. That's why I was saying.
I thought didn't I say in the beginning?
No, you didn't.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, Street Profits.
Okay, got you.
All right, so Bobby Lashley, Sami Zayn. You got the U.S. champion with his Bobby Lashley, and you got the IC champion, Sami Zayn. You got Cliff.
I mean, the Hurt Business got to get a win somewhere. So I'm going to take the Hurt Business. You know what? I'm taking Bobby Lashley's sisters. That's who I'm taking.
Idol.
Yeah, I got to go with Bob.
Anthony.
Bobby Lashley.
Etal.
I'm gonna go with the colonizer. I'm gonna go with Sammy.
You know what?
Pull it out for the whiteys, buddy.
That's funny. That's funny you mentioned that. I gotta go with Sammy as well. So I'm picking Sammy. JJ has sent me his pick, and from the toilet, it is Bobby Lashley.
Oop.
Oh, we know that shit.
That was funny.
That was a horrible, horrible shit joke.
And that is all, because then we also have the Undertaker appearance as well. But that is if I had the pencil.
Has there been a match announced for the pre-show?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. Well, then let's do a bonus point. Let's do a bonus round really quick. We're gonna do 2 bonus points.
I thought the bonus point was the SmackDown or Raw.
No. We're gonna do 2 other ones. And I
Okay.
say Soul Survivor for SmackDown, or Soul Survivor for the men's, and Soul Survivors for the women.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. What was my pick?
I guess
I think
for me,
SmackDown.
it's Lana and Keith Lee.
I gotta go. No, because I don't think because I think SmackDown's winning. So
You picked,
So,
you picked.
all right, I'll tell you guys what side you picked. Then you pick the winner from there, okay? So for the men's match, Chaz, you took Raw.
all right, yeah. So Keith Lee.
All right, so Keith Lee. I took Raw as well, and I think it's going to come down to Keith Lee. Chris, you took Raw.
Yeah, I'm going with Keith Lee.
Anthony, you took Raw.
Keith Lee and Braun Strowman.
Okay. Keith and Braun. Damien, you took SmackDown, but you don't have to select a SmackDown person if you want to select a Raw person.
Who the fuck was on SmackDown again?
Yeah, good luck with that.
Bianca Belair, Ruby Riott.
No, that's the women's. Let's
That's
go
the
to men's.
women.
Oh, for
I'm
the
talking
women.
about the
Men.
Yeah. Fuck was on that team?
Kevin
Seth
Owens.
Rollins on there.
Kevin
King
Owens,
Corbin.
Jey Uso, King Corbin, Seth Rollins, and there's one to be decided.
I'm going to say it's going to be Jey. Why not? Fuck it. Probably wrong.
And then JJ has his, well, whenever he has his pick, we'll put his in. For women's, all right, so women's Survivor, SmackDown. Let's go. So, Chaz, you took SmackDown.
Right? And I think Bianca Belair is going to be the sole survivor. Because you know what? Black excellence.
You know what's funny is I'm going to take Bianca as well.
Black excellence.
Chris, who you taking?
I'm going with Lana.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. You did take, Lana.
Yeah.
Anthony, you took SmackDown, but you don't have to stay with SmackDown if you don't want to. Who you taking?
I'm gonna say Bianca Belair for Black Excellence.
Damien, who you taking?
I'll go with the EST.
Bianca
I fucked with it.
Belair. All right, so we got everybody. Plus, we have that last one. I did want to do one that was going to be funny where we're going to say who's going to be the first eliminated for the men's match.
Walter.
Corbin.
Walter. Yo, that poor guy, man.
Anyway, I'm agreeing with Damien, Corbin.
Corbin?
Because he was like in the final two last year.
Yeah, he need to go.
Yeah, I think he takes his dirt this time.
Okay. First eliminated. All right. Chris, who you taking?
Low key, I think it's gonna be AJ. Low key, like real low key, I think it's gonna be AJ.
Anthony, who you got?
Hashtag cancel my subscription.
AJ Styles.
AJ?
You're disrespectful, Anthony. You're just saying that because Justin said it and to spite me.
No, you know what was funny is I was gonna say AJ Styles as well.
Oh.
I think and wait. But hear me out. Hear me out, right?
Can he be the second one? Like, I'm okay with the second, like, after Corbin.
No, and hear me out. Here's why I say it, right? 2 years ago, when they had Raw versus SmackDown, right, the tag team matchup that was happening, right, who was the first eliminated?
2 years ago.
Ooh. I'm trying to remember.
The first person eliminated, right, the first team eliminated was the New Day.
Oh, yeah.
I remember, and then like they were the first team that got out, and they were like, "What?" And it was, I don't remember if they were the first one or they got the first elimination and then got eliminated, but they were the first one. They were one of the first ones eliminated. So I'm trying to remember, but I think it was the New Day that was eliminated first after like their big speech that they gave out.
Okay.
And that's why I say it, because going back, I think somewhere in these two matches, it's gonna be that spot. So to me, I think Riddle is gonna be the one who eliminates AJ Styles, and then AJ gets eliminated, or not AJ. Riddle gets eliminated. It's my weird way of picking. But all right, back to you, the creator.
Oh, it's on me. I'm going with Corbin.
No. You pick Corbin. Now let's move on for the rest of the segment. We're done.
Oh, that's it? We're done? That's it?
Really well.
Oh, everyone gets to go home now? Like, it's signing off?
I'm already home, nigga.
Okay, so, well then, ladies and gentlemen, this has been an episode of the 3 Count Podcast. Thanks for joining us. If you joined us on YouTube, thank you so much. Make sure you share this with your friends. Like, subscribe, all that on YouTube. For all of our listeners on our podcast platform, whether that be Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast, Stitcher, anywhere you get your podcast fancy on. If you're on there, give us a review. Give us a 5-star Frog Splash review. Like, subscribe, send to your friends.
Really? You have to say that.
You know, like
say 5-star.
Tell them
Really?
here, there's a podcast you like to listen to. Also, listen to our show, Now Entering the Ring. Also, be on the lookout next week. We will be doing is our last debate show before our season finale, so tune in for that. Also, this Wednesday, we'll be now returning to the ring, featuring yours truly, the Don and the Red Dog. So definitely tune in for our
Hosting that.
third show. Oh, you are.
Oh, me.
You didn't get the memo?
That's my show.
Chris is hosting that now. Thanks.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
shit.
It's now
About that.
But yeah, make sure you tune in on this Wednesday, which is the 18th of November. We'll be here live, only on live. So definitely tune in to witness that. So with that being said, I'm Chaz Evans here with the Red Dog. He's also the producer, here with his Royal Swollenness, the shit talker, the AEW mark that is Lou the franchise, my little brother who is on the toilet right now taking a doo-doo, and to the Sith Lord, the Dark Lord, the evil underworld one himself. Hades ain't got shit on him. Damien Fatale, thank you for listening. Tune in for the next episode of the 3 Count Podcast. Be there or be somewhere else.
Hello, 3 Count Podcast. If you enjoy what you're watching and you wouldn't mind going out your day to support us, go follow us on Twitter at 3count_pod, Instagram 3countpod, and if you want to look dripped out like your boy JJ, go to prowrestlingtees.com/the3countpod, and it's the number 3. Oh, and by the mention, we have a YouTube channel, so go check that out. The 3 Count Podcast with the number 3. JJ out.